Hi everyone, it's Lehman with Lace Covered Skies. I'm here today with a super fun video and also a quiet video because it's really late right now and I'm just trying to get this last video in. But we're going to be making something for my mid-century journals. We're going to make one because I already made one off camera and then I made one for TikTok and now I'm making one for YouTube. And it's perfect because I have 3 journals. But we're just going to start with this piece of paper right here. And I think I mentioned, make sure I have the frame. I think I mentioned that I've been trying to get a little more creative with my videos, make it a little bit more interactive. So it's been really fun just thinking of different ideas and being creative and out of my comfort zone. But this is a really quick, okay, I need to make sure I'm in frame. All right. This is a really quick project. It's super fun. And I learned about it, well, I saw it on Pinterest, and it's, people do this for card making. I was never into card making. I mean, I've definitely made cards with all my craft supplies and stuff, but I was never really into that, so it's really interesting to learn about. Sorry about that. To learn about different ideas from card making. All right, so I am going to emboss this. Actually, I should cut it before I emboss it. Actually, I should not wing this. Let's do this the lazy way. I want to make sure it's even where I cut it. I'm sorry if I was out of frame. I feel like TikTok I need to go that way, and YouTube I need to come this way a little bit more. All right. Just need a little bit off. And also with YouTube, it's a much slower pace, but with TikTok, it's super fast. So it's kind of like I'm needing to adjust in many different ways. All right, so let me cut this off. All right. It's so loud. All right, I'm using an Anna Griffin embossing folder that I love. This is one of my absolute favorite embossing folders. And yes, I do hoard embossing folders. All right, let's roll this through. My cutting mat is so bad. It's so bent. I did get new ones when Hobby Lobby had their 40% off clearance on dyes and stuff. I think it's still going on, but I did get some new cutting mats, but of course I'm going to use these until I run them into the ground. All right, next I am taking this piece. It was 1 inch, but I used this punch on it, so it's shorter than 1 inch at this point. I mean, not shorter, but thinner. So we are going to use that for the sides. Can you guys guess what I'm making yet? And this is going to go down the middle. I think this is 3/4 of an inch right here. And I'm just using some scratch paper. I'm using this Beacon glue. It's the non-toxic kind, so it's has no smell, and it also kind of has no strings if you compare it to Fabri-Tac or 3-in-1. But it seems to be, it has a pretty strong hold, although it's probably water-based because the paper does ripple a little bit. I don't use Fabri-Tac enough to know if Fabri-Tac causes like warping and rippling of the paper. So if you guys use both these, let me know. This is the one from Dollar Tree. And it ends up being a really good price. Sometimes it doesn't. Like sometimes the things you find at Dollar Tree are not a good price because it's such a small amount that the price is not worth it. But in this case, it's actually really worth it. All right. But it seems to have a really strong hold. A really strong hold, and it glues a lot of different materials, which is always good. So I think I like it. And I reach for it a lot because, I mean, the downside is the warping, but everything else is a pretty big plus. Okay. That's one side. Can you guys guess what I'm making yet? Do you guys like when I do more tutorial style videos where I'm telling you like very clearly what I'm doing? Or do you like these kind of craft with me videos more? I mean, I'm including most of the steps in here without measurements. So do you guys like that? Or do you want me to be more specific? Because I definitely enjoy making tutorial videos. And it does take a little bit more planning, but I really like making those types of videos. So let me know if you guys like that better, or if you like craft with me's. Of course, I love doing craft with me's because it takes less planning. So that way I can do more videos. But let me know. How is the lighting? I can never tell. All right. So can you guys tell what I'm making yet? All right, we are going to add some buttons. My craft area is a literal disaster. It's like, for once I have a use for buttons. I'm just taking this out for my other set since I have it down right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, okay. I was going to use vintage buttons, but it's such a mess here right now that I am not going to. I probably wouldn't have been able to do this video today if I would have done the vintage buttons, because it's It's buried right now. Okay, let me see if I can make this even. Okay, I think it's uneven already. Oh well, it gives a character, right? Alright, so here's one. This is such a fast project. 2, 3. Let me know down in the comments if you know what I'm making so far. I'm pretty sure you can tell, right? It's pretty much done. But we are going to now add it to the journal. I'm trying not to show too many pages so that, even though you guys have seen most of it, but so that when I get to the flip through, you'll be a little bit surprised. I try to, I really try to emulate what I did in the other journals so that they're all the same. So I was just looking to make sure it's the right page. But we're going to be putting it on this page. All right. I'm grabbing something really quick. I am going to be putting a tuck spot behind there, so I like to do that before I glue. But this is what I do. I'm working 3 journals, so I separate the pages into 3 stacks. I keep them separated, and as I go through, I just pull from the pages or the stacks. This is going to be the tuck spot for it. And I might as well pull the 3rd one for my other one. So let me grab it real quick. But you guys can tell what I've made, right? It's a cardigan sweater tuck spot. Alright, so I am going to be tucking it in this way. And I'm not going to put as much glue as my first one because it was a little bit hard to get the paper in. I'm just putting a thin line of glue. Is this a line of glue or is it a bead of glue? I don't understand why it's a bead because it's not just a dot. Alright. So let's just hope this is enough glue. I mean, I'm sure it is. I generally over glue. So I'm going to add this in here. See, I like to kind of close it up for a second so it sets a little bit. So let's just leave that there, and I'm actually going to work on the other one. I might as well do it now. So let's get the buttons going on this. So how is December going for you guys? How is this holiday season going for you guys? And how has 2020 gone for you guys? Because I know I don't talk about my personal life a lot on here, but I think I can say that 2022 is probably the worst year ever. I cannot wait for 2022 to be over so we can move into 2023 with a fresh start. All right, so there's that. This is pretty much ready to be put into the other journal. So let me grab it really quick. All right. Okay, it's going to go on this page right here. So we can set it in here. And I'll let this set while I open the other one back up. Okay, let me make sure this part has just a little bit of glue on the edge so that it does not bleed into where the paper is supposed to sit. All right. But yeah, I can't wait for 2023. Okay. I glued it on the wrong side. So should I wipe it? I think I'm going to wipe it off because it's just too hard. Let me just wipe it off. I mean, I guess that's a good thing about junk journals and most crafting. Like, most paper crafting, you can fix mistakes pretty easily. All right, so let's put it on the correct side. I've been really absent-minded lately, and this is an example of one of those times. All right, I'm gonna put a little piece of plastic in here. Hopefully it'll do a good job of not sticking. I feel like I've made a big mistake in almost every video lately. All right? All right, so let me make it this size. That would be smart. I should actually just wrap this in. And let's put it not too far in. I don't want it to stick too much. So I'm going to do that. And I'm going to open it up just a little bit more to leave ample room for the journaling card. And it's like flipping a pancake. You just go for it, right? Okay. All right. Let's hope that turns out okay. I'm gonna let it dry. And let's move back to this journal. I feel like the embossing makes it hard to slip the paper in. But I think I'm going to fold it about right there. Slip it in there. Yeah, it's the embossing. But actually this bottom edge is coming out, so I'm going to add some glue, and hopefully I do not glue the journaling card onto the surface. Let's put a little clip for a little bit. All right, now I am going to add some lace in the collar, which is suitable for this time period, I think. Okay, let's just all right. I mean, I do want the edge to show, the edge of the collar to show, because I like that, the punching right there. So I want this part to go up a little bit high. So I think I'm going to try to mark it with a pencil that got buried. All right, so I think we'll go right there and right there. And I think I'm gonna just cut this a little bit so it's not such a it's not such a corner. I mean, I do love this glue because it can glue fabric. I'm pretty sure it's pretty good at doing that. And I don't like Fabri-Tac because the scent is so extreme. When I usually use Fabri-Tac only for my covers because I want a really strong hold. And I actually don't stay in my craft room when I use that. So it's like a little bit of a hassle. But for little projects like this, I think it works. This glue works well because it's not really holding any structure together. But yeah, so that's my little tuck spot. I thought it was a fun little idea, and it works well with this theme. Let me know if you guys decide to try this. And if you guys liked this video, please give me a thumbs up down below. And if you aren't subscribed yet, I hope you'll subscribe today. And in the comments section, let me know if you like tutorials better or craft with me's. But thank you so much for watching today, and I will talk to you next time. Bye, everyone.